Flux for zinc. Normally, I don't do this inside a building, but in order to be able to make the short little video that I'm doing, I have to do it inside. And I'm just pouring, this is muriatic acid, and you've got to be careful with this stuff. Usually you would do this outside where the fumes are going to be absorbed by the rest of the atmosphere. So I'm just doing this in a small scale because I'm going to be soldering the zinc later on in the video. Now, to use muriatic acid as a flux for zinc, I have to, and usually I make a quantity. I'll be making a quarter of a cup, and I'll take it outside. I have to do it at night when there's nobody around because it does smoke a hell of a lot, and the reaction is somewhat intergenic. So these are just a few scraps of zinc. So watch what happens, right? Hopefully the shot glass won't shatter from the heat, because it does generate heat and it does generate fumes, and you don't want to breathe those fumes. Now, if you got something to kill like a hornet's nest, this is a great thing to do up underneath it. Okay, because the smoke coming off of that will kill anything that breathes, which is why I've got it covered. I don't want a lot of fumes here inside the building. You'll notice it's dissolving the zinc. Okay, when the zinc is totally dissolved, it does what I call the Alka-Seltzer effect. After the zinc is all completely dissolved, I can use that as a flux to solder the zinc. Okay, because I noticed some people in these pages, they solder the zinc and they put a big honking ball. Okay, and when you're soldering the zinc or brass or copper, your bead should be somewhat flattish. It shouldn't be humped up like a giant ball on top of the zinc. That's not a good sign of good adhesion for your solder. So you see that? It's almost done. There's a little bit of waste there. Okay, it's still fuming. The stuff that's in there eventually will dissolve completely. Okay, that's nothing to really worry about. But you don't want to do this inside because of the fumes. And the shot glass is rather warm. So, robust flux for zinc. When I talk about robust flux, this is what I mean. Muriatic acid with some zinc dissolved in it. Use it as a flux. When you do this, don't leave your brush in there. It'll eat the brush. In fact, after you use it for a couple of times, you're going to wind up having to replace the brush. Okay, because it will eat the bristles. But if you're soldering the zinc, this is indispensable. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.